Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video and giving it a watch. So I'm here with Faisal from Inflow Marketing. He is absolutely smashing his agency right now. He's in the chiropractor space. I won't give too much detail around what he's done because I want to go for that with the interview. But welcome, Faisal. Thanks so much for jumping on this call with me. Super excited to speak with you, man.
100%. I'm grateful to be here. I appreciate you
Yeah,
hopping on.
yeah, awesome, dude. So I'll just jump straight in. So obviously, you've been through the call center mastery program. What was it like before working with call center mastery? I know you. In fact, tell me how long were you doing the call center stuff before you jumped into CCM?
Yeah, so as of now, I've been doing call center for about a year now, right? A year ago, I started calling my own leads. I started doing everything on my own. And then a month or 2 months later, I hired someone. It was doing pretty all right. But then as soon as I started scaling when it comes to clients, that's when it really started to mess up. So for 8 months, I've been having call center problems and I was plucking my hair out and everything. It was terrible, super stressful. And then it's been a month now since I've been working with you, right?
Yep.
And during these months, we've seen approximately 7%, 70% growth in the call center end when it comes to
That's.
just appointments in general. So
I know you're saying you got more appointments, but I didn't think it'd be that. That's crazy. So you were 70%. You've got 70% more booked appointments. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, exactly. So before this, usually we would get around, and the reason why I know this math is because before this, usually we would get like 6 to 12 appointments a week. That's kind of what it would look like. But
Yep.
now we're getting like 24, 25-ish.
Yeah, dude, I
So
love that. That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
good,
So
bro. That's so good. That's so good. And what do you think? Obviously we can't go into too much detail right now, but like, what do you think the biggest things you learned from Corset and Marshy was like helped you get there? Like, what were the biggest needle movers? Would you say?
yeah, dude, I think for me, and I feel like I can speak for most people, a lot of people think it's like, yeah, it's my appointment setter. I need to train them better. They need to do this, they need to do this, they need to all. It's not about them sometimes. It's also about how can you make their job easier so they don't have to think about all this crazy stuff, right? And that's what it was for me. So, although my appointment setters, they were good on the phone because now it displayed, right? Like, of course they're good on the phone because now they can book 20 something appointments on. I didn't train them anymore on the appointment setting side. I just changed up the system, made their lives easier. And that's what call center mastery really did for my agency. It just made it super easy. And even just the systems part in general, it made it super easy for the ISA to just make a call, get on the phone with someone,
Exactly,
just
man.
book that appointment. So they don't have to think about that stuff. I'm gonna make a mistake here. You can't really make a mistake. All they have to do is just hop on a call. So that's
Dude,
what really.
that is exactly it. It's the systems. It's making it as simple as possible. So literally, like anyone can pick up the system and just run with it. So many people they have great ISAs, but they're just so inefficient. They're making like half the number of calls they should be making because they're having to go into go high level and click this button and see that one and remember, oh wait, did that guy I phoned yesterday? I've got it's like this absolute mess. And if you just give them that clean system, they can do their job so much better.
Yeah,
Which is awesome. Yeah. And
yeah.
how hard would you say? Go on, sorry.
I was gonna say also like before this, you already know this. I was using a power dialer. So like we were actually calling more leads before than I am now, right? And we're booking more appointments now than we were before.
Yeah,
So
man.
even though like and you already know all this stuff,
Yeah, you're good.
we don't use a power like Aaron has his own power dialer system, so now that's what we use. But with that, we were making so many calls. Um, but the main problem for my ISAs was like, oh my God, I'm making all these calls, but what if like I get this wrong? Facebook's gonna get mad at me. Oh my God. So they were focused on the system and making sure they don't get like this one little button wrong. If they got that wrong, they got like scolded for it. And now that doesn't happen anymore. They can't really make a mistake. They just hop on the phone, they just call people. But
And
before
if
there
there
was a
is,
lot of mistakes.
yeah, and if there is a mistake, it's very easy just to go into the go high level system and see. There's a bug. It's like it's very rare to be human error. It's going to be, oh, okay, this automation file when it should have or shouldn't have or whatever else. Yeah, and that makes perfect sense, man. And what about like the implementation of it all? Because like I personally feel that I've made the program step by step. It's very easy to follow, but I'd love to get your feedback on that as well. Like, obviously, please be honest. Like, do you feel that it was easy? Like, yeah,
I mean, I can tell you right now, just setting up the system in general took me probably 12 hours in total to set everything up.
that's
Um,
good. That's
yeah,
awesome.
like I was just extremely dialed in. I think it was like a weekend where I just sat down and I was like, let's just put everything in. So everything in terms of just like step-by-step process on how to set everything up, extremely easy. Plus, I really love the school community in general. I ask so many questions. Um, and just like having that support as well, like, hey, I'm getting this error, da da da, what do I do here? Aaron is always there, plus his team. They're all amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
it's
I
super
appreciate it,
easy.
dude. Yeah, we try our best. Like support is such an important part because this is the thing. The call center stuff, it isn't like although I've laid out a proven path on what to do, there's still problems that will come up. You know, there's still some things you need help with. It's not some super easy thing. So yeah, I think the support's such a key part. And I'm glad you appreciate that. We put a lot of effort into that. And what kind of worries did you have before investing into call center mastery? What was your I don't know what kind of everyone's got in worries that maybe it's gonna be a complete waste of money. Like I don't know, what was your kind of worries about all of this?
Yeah, so my main worries were like, because even Aaron, if you guys like hop on a call with him or you watch his VSL, whatever it is, he always says, all right, cool, these are the fundamentals. It's systems, reporting, this, that, right? So I'm like, this guy's talking about systems. This guy's talking, what are you talking about reporting and system? It's all about the sales and like learning, teaching the ISA the sales and all this stuff. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's completely wrong. Like I
You've never
neglected.
told me that before, dude. That's such good feedback, man. That's
Yeah,
such good feedback. Okay, that's
yeah,
awesome. Okay, so you're worried that it was just I was gonna be teaching the complete wrong stuff, and it was just gonna be like this isn't gonna help me, man. It's basically what you were because
yeah,
you
yeah.
you had a preconceived belief that it was all about getting your ISAs better on the phone, right? Oh, dude, I never knew you thought that. That's great. That's
Yeah,
actually
bro.
great
I mean
feedback.
that was my main thought because like you look at every other agency and like who people that have a call center and they're all like system and like this little automation and I'm like well, you guys are focused on automation rather than just hopping on the phone and having a quality call. I'm like this makes no sense. But obviously they all go together, right? You
Yes, of
can't just
course. Yeah.
neglect one and then not have be really good at one and then not the other one. So um
Yeah.
that was my main worry. I'm like, this guy's gonna be teaching. I was like, even though he has like years of experience with call center, he knows nothing. I know more than him.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. But like you said though, the calls are still super important, right? Like if your IFA is doing a terrible job on the phone, but people emphasize that so much, I think it's like some magic thing they say on the phone that's going to get them more. And most of the time, the reason why there aren't enough appointments is because you don't have enough times on the phone. You don't get through people enough, and so simple changes in the systems make huge impact. But yeah, that's so funny, dude. I love that. And I guess now looking back, then worries like about this, like what's your thoughts about that now?
So now, I think I think now it's just a lot easier to like know what to focus on. Because now I know the system is absolutely dialed in, right? ISAs can't really make mistakes. They can't really do anything. So that part of the whole, because like I just see that call center as like two parts, right? Two foundations, systems, and then like you humans, right? That's just how I see it. But now the systems is down, everything is good, reporting, all that stuff is good. Obviously, still like me making changes, innovating on it every single day. Um, but now I'm like, all right, cool. Systems is taken care of. We're getting more appointments. Now all I really have to focus on is like the call itself. Like I can just train my appointments. Like that's it. So less
Yeah, man.
things to worry about. I have to change go high level systems. I like before this, I had to constantly like go and go high level. I created a one sub account to make it efficient and all this crazy
Oh,
stuff.
it's horrible.
I'll
Yeah.
like, and I was changing my go high level sequences probably every 2 to 3 days to make it like better for my ISAs, and it never worked out. So now that I don't really have to worry about the systems part, I'm like, I know exactly what I need to do. So
Yeah, cool, man. I love it, dude. And final question. This is I'm quite excited to ask you this one because if let's say you could speak to you 3 months ago, you know when I first spoke to you, I was like, hey man, like, you should join my program. It's going to help you. Like, yeah, I'm not sure, whatever, right? If right now I could send past you a video of you talking, what would you say to past you to to convince them to jump on the program earlier so you get the value earlier? What would you say
yeah,
to them?
I mean, dude, that's a good question because I actually thought about this. I've been thinking about this whole week. I'm like, I've thought about it. And it's kind of crazy. first time you presented the opportunity, he was like, "Yo, bro, it's only like 2K." I don't know if you want me to tell the prices back
Oh
then,
yeah,
but
you're good. Prices
yeah,
always change. Obviously, people watching this now, it's not that anymore. But yeah, you're good.
yeah. But initially, it was like just, "Hey guys, like I'm just testing this right now. I just need a few beta testers, and I just need some people. It's only 2K. You don't have to pay extra every single
Yeah,
month or anything like that."
yeah,
And I was like, "Yeah, this guy knows nothing." Like I was like, "No, I can't." And so I now that I look at it, I'm like, all right, cool. So even I mean, it's all right. Like I'm making it's not like I'm making nothing, right? I can still pay for it every single month. But I'm like, dude, if I paid for that, my problems would have been solved a lot faster. I would have to pay less for call center mastery, because obviously even your price, I'm pretty sure like next
yeah.
month or even month after that, you're not gonna be the same. So just me thinking like 3 months ago, prices were lower for call center mastery. I would have to spend less money on it. I would be there for a lifetime, and my systems would have been a lot fixed a lot sooner, and I would have saved a lot more clients, and I would have been probably at 35, 45K. Crazy. I should have invested in it sooner. So
Dude, it's like, and this is why I'm so convicted as well. Like when I speak to people, but like just on normal sales calls, if I speak to someone, I really think they're a good fit. Like I said to you, man, like when we were messaging back and forth, like I remember at one point I sent you this message, and I was like, dude, look, like I don't want to annoy you, like I don't want to be that guy, but like it's like it was the same with Cam England. Like Cam England was like, oh, I'm not sure, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, like I don't know what I've got to tell you, but please, this is gonna
yeah,
help you. And then the good thing about you though, man, is that you keep an open mind, right? Like I think you like love hearted the message or something. I still remember it, and I was like, cool, I've done my bit, I've tried my best, like that was it now. And then you kept joining my call, like my coaching calls and agency lab and stuff, right? And I think slowly but surely, like you built a bit, you started to hear me spit, and like you built more trust, and that was really, that's very fair of you because a lot of people
yeah,
when they make a decision on something, they're just like, no, he doesn't know anything. But you were smart enough to realize that you should change your opinion on that, which is awesome. So
yeah.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, 100%, bro. I mean, as Cam England said, if you guys haven't seen his testimonial, best investment I've ever made, hands down. So
Oh, dude, I
just
love
like
you,
he
man.
said it.
I really appreciate it, dude. Well, yeah, man. I thank you so much for doing this for me. Like I'm so confident in the program. I want to get as much social proof as possible. So really, really appreciate you doing this.